Welcome back to more Skies of Arcadia. Let's pull some knobs? I don't know. Alright, so this will let us go get some treasure. Got a magic droplet, cool. And if we switch back over to Ica and Fina, it will also let us come over here, which will lead to treasure and where I need to have the girls. Get a magic deal. And this is where I need to have these guys positioned, so we'll switch back. Switch you again. And one last time. There we go. That'll let me get a treasure over here. Got Daccat's armor. Sweet. So we got the Maiden's armor earlier, which was, I guess, used by Daccat. Now we also have Daccat's armor, which is just better than the Caravan armor. Yeah, it's just better. This will open up some more pathways that we can take. That little area there was more of a proof of concept. We'll be getting a little bit strong, or a little bit more difficult puzzle versions a little later. Alright. Okay, so... oh, we just have the fair lists. Cool. I don't recall if a single Lambda Burst is enough to take out these guys, but... or Delta Storm, Alpha Storm, whatever. It is, so we're good.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's, this recording session is taking a lot longer than I had thought it would. That first episode took like an hour and a half of recording to get one episode, so I'm a little frazzled today. It's also just been kind of a long week, but I really need to record, so I'm doing it, and we're just gonna have some low energy, chill record time. Okay, so we can go over there. If we head down this way, we can also get another treasure. So let's go do that. Alright, so we will Alpha Storm. Let's actually Alpha Storm you. Then try and hit this Baru. So I think this should... okay, yeah, that's enough to take out those guys. He's gonna run away, so as long as Fina gets her attack in... nope, he's gonna get a crit before I can do that. Alright, fair enough. Just drop on his head, there you go. Yeah, those Aberrac Chams, kind of a trade-off between a lot of damage and more hit. She wouldn't have 90... she wouldn't be over 100 hit if I didn't have the light armor on her. She would be at 95 instead of 105. So you have to be a little careful when using the Aberrac Chams, but it's definitely going to give you more damage. Which, if that's what you're looking for, it'll do the trick. Alright, so I can switch out. Then... oh, okay. There we go. I was going to say, does the door not open anymore? Alright, so we have treasure here. Rising crystals. Nice. Will not argue against that. No, this area down here can be a little messy. Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and Skull Shield on this one. And we'll just... yeah, we'll shoot the Centrect. Whatever.
Pirates of old.
This time I'll actually remember to show Skull Shield. There we go. Apparently I'm being protected by like an orc pirate. I don't know, but it'll work. Okay, those guys are just gonna run. That works too. Is everyone just gonna run? Honestly, I don't really mind that. If y'all want to just run away, that's perfectly fine with me. Not quite. Gilder cannot quite kill those guys, unfortunately. Probably would be able to if I switched him to a different... Oh, come on, Vice. I believe in you, man. Probably would be able to if I had switched him to a different element. But that's okay.
I wish they were all that easy.
Alright. Now I know down here can be a little tricky. There's a bunch of treasures to find. Also, I did learn more about the various titles that you can get in this game, and there is a specific title that you can get for finding all of the treasures in the game. Also, I think you may have been able to hear it there, but I think I was hearing our moonfish chime going off. We also got a moonberry, which is also just really sweet. I really appreciate it when that happens. You know what? I'm just gonna have both of these guys focus. That way on my next turn, I can just Rain of Swords and take out anyone who doesn't run away. Because that seems like it might work a little bit better than trying to take these guys out through Skull Shield, since they don't seem to like to attack anyway. Gilder can't take out the Brock by himself, so we're just gonna do it this way. Bam. They gone.
I wish they were all that easy.
Alright, cool. Now, I don't really have anything I particularly want to do with the Moonberry. Oh yeah, it's chiming away at me. There he is. Cool. So there is our moonfish. So I believe that means that we have now found both the Chams and the last moonfish in this area. We do have 2 moonberries. If we combine that with the moonberry that we have with Aika's team, we have 3 moonberries. So if we get a 4th one, we can get a final move, which would be pretty cool. Alternatively, we could get Gilder's next move, which is a barrier that will block adverse and only adverse effects. That is a handy move, but it's not really that critical. And frankly, I don't suggest it. Like, use a Moonberry to get Gilder's first move. Highly suggest doing that. But next one, it's not terribly useful, really. Like, it definitely could have its uses, but you're not really going to get a whole lot of mileage out of it, frankly. Because what it'll do is it'll prevent status afflictions, basically. Which includes things like drilling, which is very nice, but honestly, it's just not super useful. Because there's not that many things in the game that are going to be trying to put status afflictions on you. You're usually better off to just attack. Just in my opinion. And I'd rather save my moonberries for the main crew, rather than putting it on Gilder to get an overall pretty meh ability. Alright. So we've got another one of these kind of rooms here. There is a lot to do here. So let's go ahead and switch people, because we can't really do a lot in this room at the moment. But if we switch over to Vice, you can see that there's more over there. We can come up over here. And this time, instead of rotating the platform... Oh no, okay. It does rotate the platforms. I was just mistaken there. So now we can come down over here. Let's switch again, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, yeah. So now that I've done that, both of these platforms are going to be up. So I can go over there to switch. Okay, so I can switch people from this one. I can also come over here to turn. So let's do that real quick if I can actually trigger this thing. I don't think there's any treasures for me to really be getting in here. Really doesn't look like there's any treasure paths for me. There's another door over there, but I will be triggering that later. So then let's switch back. Alright. So I need... Oh, I can't actually do anything with Vice from here. So now they're being a little bit more tricky. Alright. So I believe what we actually need to do is switch this one more time. That will let us go down to this platform and come back up. Switch characters. And that will make both of these platforms go down, so I can go across them. Oh, okay. Switch characters again. And now I should be able to do a whole bunch of rotations here. So we'll rotate. Rotate. And rotate. Now if we switch, I believe we should be able to do stuff with Vice. Yep. Cool. So this will lead me back over here. Again, just double checking, making sure there's no treasures to find. Doesn't look like it. Now we can trigger the switch, which, instead of rotating the platforms, will rotate the entire room. I don't know how the heck Daccat built this thing, but it's quite impressive. And of course it will do the same thing on this side. Boop. Alright. So now, if we look back, we can go up here, but we can't really do anything with that. But there is also a ladder that we can now take. And I believe this ladder is going to be a quick exit, basically. I don't recall if there's anything to get along the way, but I'm pretty sure that this will just lead us back to the outside so that we can, you know, leave if we need to. So let's go take a look real quick. Yep. And this just leads right back to the ship, which is pretty cool. We've just got this other exit that wasn't here before, but now is, so there we go. I believe there will also be a similar one on Vice's side as well. Let's climb back down. Boop, 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 boop. Again, I think it would be really cool if I could, like, actively switch between party members after this, because clearly they made the whole... I was about to say they made the whole sprite, but honestly, they're just using the same in-game engine sprites for all the characters that they already had. So, I guess it's not that weird. They're probably just using the same character sprites that they use for cutscenes and whatnot, because everything is in engine. Back in the days when everything used to be programmed in engine. But I digress. I think it would be cool if I could switch between all of the characters, but The fact that this is pretty much the only time in the game that you'll be controlling anyone but Vice. A little disappointing, but on the other hand, completely understandable, and frankly, it's just cool that they do this in the first place. This will also lead me outside. Not a whole heck of a lot to see here, but it'll do it. So if you need to head back to Nazareth for any reason, stock up on items, go heal, you can do that. Cool. Alright. Well, I don't really need to go stock up on anything, so let's just go forward. And we've got a save point. Got a save point, and they were giving us the option of leaving to heal. So let's actually use some items real quick, because I have a feeling that means there's going to be a boss fight coming up. Full up on magic, full up on HP. Let's head to it. Now I didn't fix up Ica and Fina, but they also have a lot less items to work with because they don't have the main inventory. Alright. Hey Vice, I believe that is what we came here for. Daccat's treasure. Oh, that's gotta be it. Now I can buy my own ship. Oh look, Fina, look! The treasure chest is huge! You think that's Captain Daccat's treasure? Who's there? I don't know. They literally just said Ica and Fina. Vice? You're both okay! Wait, you're the two cuties I met at the bar. You mean these were your friends? Why didn't you ever tell me what they looked like? I could have told you exactly where they were a long time ago. Yeah, again, this is why I wasn't super concerned about turning things in. Top of that, I didn't know your partner was the cutie that I met in Nazir. We're all together again. Yeah, I wasn't super concerned about turning in that treasure or anything, or that discovery or anything, because we are now reunited. It's pretty quick. We can go turn it in pretty much as soon as we're done here. But naturally, before we can do anything, Daccat's treasure will have its guardians. These guys can be a little rough. Now, from what I recall, I don't think they use magic. They just use special moves, primarily. So I don't really need to worry about trying to defend myself with magic at all. I think I am going to take out the Sinistra first. Let's go ahead and use a speed up. And yeah, let's go ahead and use a Glyph of Might on Vice as well. Actually, no. I'm going to really focus down the red one. These guys are not as bad once you take one of them out, but as long as they are working in pairs, they are really, really nasty. Alright, so then we will also use a Glyph of Might on Vice.
Let's try this.
And I want to get my regen going as quickly as I can. So I will just put that up on my next turn here.
Yeah.
I suppose what I should have done was have one of my people focus, because then I could have Cutlass Furied as well as put up regen, but that's okay. Yeah, so as you might expect, the red one is weak to ice magic, and the purple one is weak to fire magic, because they are opposing elements. Alright, what are you gonna do? Engage? Okay. And attack. Okay. Not too terrible. So let's keep attacking here. I will have you then go ahead and switch over to using the Crystallis box. Put up that Lunar Blessing. Just in case, I'm going to have Gilder focus. And by just in case, I mean in case they use a really nasty move, that way I'll have 18 SP that I can then full heal using.
Let's try this.
And I really don't mind if I burn through all the Crystallis boxes in this fight. You can buy them. I just haven't had access to the guy I can buy them from. If I had, I would have bought like 10 of them. Even though they are expensive. Death Waltz. Okay, yeah. I was afraid that this is what they were going to do when one of them used Engage as their turn. This is their combo attack. And it does a lot of damage. As long as he doesn't KO it. Actually, just as long as he doesn't KO Fina, we're fine. Alright, we're fine. Oh, I don't have 18? Shoot. Okay. Well. Okay, we will Cutlass Fury you. I'll go ahead and have you use a Sacrum? Sacrum. Yep. Alright. Then you need to use that Crystallis box. And you can attack.
Let's try this.
Bam. Do some damage. Again, these guys aren't nearly as bad once you've gotten rid of one of them. They are the epitome of teamwork. So you want to ruin their teamwork by taking out one of their team. There we go. Okay. Get some real damage going. I think I should be able to take him out on the next round. Alright. Okay, so he's just going to use attack. Now, I think... Okay, he's going to Tundra Blast. This can hurt, and I don't recall, but I feel like this also gets rid of my buffs? But I might be wrong there. Okay, it does not. Cool. My buffs do not go away. Which is good. I do not want them to go away. You know what? I'm just gonna Cutlass Fury and kind of do a rinse-repeat of the last round. I feel like that's gonna be a lot more efficient, really, than trying to use all of my MP on... or all of my SP to heal. Go ahead and boost yourself a little bit. Gilder is really just kind of an all-around character. If I'm remembering, his attack is good, but it's nowhere near the same level as Vice. His magic attack is okay, but it's nowhere near the same level as Ica or Fina. He's just kind of an all-rounder. I think he's a little bit more skewed towards attack and defense, but nowhere near as much as Drachma. Oh, that actually did okay in terms of damage.
This should work.
Honestly, I was expecting it to do a lot less. I'm pretty sure it did do less than it did to his counterpart, but... Alright, so he's just going to engage, but he can't really do a whole heck of a lot to me now that his friend's gone. The worst he can really do is that Tundra attack. And I can do a Cutlass Fury every round and still gain on him, so I am nowhere near as concerned anymore. You know, let's use a Pyre box, why not? What other boxes do I have? Electri! Sure. I'll never use these things, let's try them. Okay, yeah, that didn't do crap. Just stick to Crystallis. That and Cutlass Fury. Cutlass Fury is going to be the big one here.
Let's try this.
Let's see what Electri does. Also doesn't do crap. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured, but I wanted to see. There we go. He's doing some good damage too. Okay, he's just going to attack. Not a big deal. Sweet, I'll even get a counter in on him. Alright, I think I should be able to finish him off on this round with some well-placed hits. So let's do a Cutlass Fury. And you know what? I don't even need to use the boxes. I can just use magic. So let's Crystallis. And Crystallis. And Gunslinger. And I think this should be enough to take him out. Yeah, I don't really use magic that often. I should use it far more often than I do. But the main reason I haven't been using it very often is because usually my SP is used up using special moves. So I typically end up just using my magic to heal more than anything else. And even that is mostly out of battle. Frankly, I don't think I needed to even use any MP here. Okay, yeah, that didn't actually do anything. Interesting. Huh. Maybe it's because I was using a box rather than the actual magic version? Weird. Well, whatever. We took him out. That wasn't too bad. Just had to take out the top one first. Or one of them first, and then the other one falls pretty quick. Cool. Oh, yeah, I had two people in silver. Whoops. Oh well. I should probably switch that, huh? Alright, so you are still on green, which is fine. You are on silver, which is fine. You are good with yellow. And you should, I don't know, switch to blue. There we go. Okay, yeah, and what I was saying earlier about Gilder, yeah, no, he is definitely focused on attack. To be fair, his attack would be much higher than Vice's if I didn't have the Captain's Cap on Vice. Just looking at his stats here, he is definitely attack, defense, and strangely magic defense oriented, but his will is a lot to be lacking there. Alright, well, we've got Daccat's treasure. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what the greatest air pirate of all time has to offer. We found one piece. What was it? What? What is this? What the? It is a single note and a single gold coin. Brave souls that came seeking my treasure, do not be discouraged. You already have the most valuable treasure in the world. Comrade, trust, and cooperation. Those are the only true treasures in this world. Daccat. I don't believe it. No gems? No jewels? I didn't know Daccat had such a great sense of humor. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Good laugh beats a bunch of gold any day. Well, the treasure did bring us all back together. That's right. The true treasure was friendship all along. All these old legends haven't paid off one bit. I'll bet the greatest air pirate of all time spent his gold while he was still alive. Can't take it with you, you know. Some old bag of bones in his grave is laughing at us right now. I mean, we're not that poor. Vice has a lot of money from taking out monsters. And then that'll open a way to the outside. Well, we got reunited with our friends. We also got Daccat's coin, which will get us a little something. Most importantly, we got reunited with our friends. And unfortunately, that is really the only good news. Because here in the reefs, or the sky rifts, that are supposedly impenetrable, we have Ramirez's fleet. Ramirez, the person who fires on life rafts. Spies have reported that the Nazir fleet is guarding the strait. It's defenseless. Nazareth is defenseless. We can take the capital without destroying it. We could, but I want it burned to the ground. As you wish, Admiral. Begin the attack. All vessels, full speed ahead. Yep, their ships can go through sky rifts now. Well, they had already built a ship that could go through the South Ocean. By using Belaze's engine, we were able to go through South Ocean. It's not that unbelievable that they could build ships that could go through sky rifts. But I guess we will deal with that in our next episode of Skies of Arcadia. So I will see you guys then.